I'm Eric Loy, and welcome to Loy Interviews. On this podcast, we talk with folks from the VTuber community on their channels, their talents, their stories, where they come from, and their plans for the future. We are joined by Aira. Hi, Aira.
Hi, Eric.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm doing good. Better now that you're here. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Now, please introduce yourself to everybody.
Well, hi, that's my kind of like what you call it, a catchphrase. That's what I say to everyone when I enter streams. Hi. So hello, hi, how are you? I'm Aira, and I'm a Tooth Fairy VTuber. I mainly do cozy games. It's kind of my thing. And a little bit about my lore is basically I'm a Tooth Fairy. I need a lot of teeth. My boss is really mean. She may look cute, but she's mean. So every time I stream, everyone that follows or likes and comments, it's all more teeth that are getting donated to me for my quota.
So instead of leaving bits, you like leave molars?
Yep. When you're on stream, there's a little check-in, but instead of checking in, it's like you're donating a tooth to me.
Oh, that sounds fine. You can have a couple of you can have the wisdom tooth that keeps coming in.
That's perfect. I would love that.
That's all yours. You can have that one right now if you'd like. When did you get started with VTubing?
It's been. I started, March of 2023. So it's been like a year and a half since I started streaming. Like, I've never done it before, and I had a good friend who was VTubing, and she kind of like got me into it, and yeah, here I am, a year and a half later.
Yeah, did she introduce you to it, or did you know about him beforehand?
Knew about it beforehand. Like, I only knew of like the really big ones, like the big corpo like VTubers. I didn't really know a lot of the indie ones or independent ones until my friend started to do it. And she always was like giving me updates, and we're friends, we support each other, and right. I was like, yeah, tell me all about it. And then I would watch your streams, and then I was like, you know what? I was like, that sounds fun. And she's like, you should do it. And so she helped me out with everything. Like, she helped me find like an artist. She helped me find like how to make a Twitch and how to work OBS and all that. So I'm really thankful to her.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I was like, I started at zero. I had no idea what I was doing.
Well, did it come natural for you? It's not every day that you get online and talk with people that you never meet in person. Did that come quickly for you?
Oh my God, no! I was so nervous. I was so afraid to hit that live button. So when I first streamed, I didn't tell anyone. I wanted to test myself first before announcing I'm a VTuber.
Right.
So I just used one of the VTube Studios models that they already had. I think it was a black cat or something.
Mm-hmm.
And so I streamed with that, and I was so scared. I had my friend be there with me to do I sound okay, or what do I talk about? And for and after I started to stream as I am now with my model, I got it. It maybe took me a good 3-4 months to fully kind of be myself, I guess.
Yeah.
To kind of break out of the shell. I was pretty quiet and shy, and I was so nervous.
Is that how you are in person? I mean, are you a person that finds it a little tough to get involved in things socially?
Yeah, I'm definitely an introvert, truly. If I could, I would just stay at home all day. I mean, obviously I have to socialize. I understand it's important to hang out with friends and be with family and stuff like that. But if I could just have a job where I'm just at home all day, I would just fully embrace it.
Yeah, me too. I would like to just stay at home all day and with all the 25 cats and just enjoy not having to go out in public. But
Did you say 25 cats?
It's actually 9, but it seems like 25. when they're
That's amazing.
yeah. Well, we had two. We had a brother and sister, and then
Mm.
someone in our neighborhood did a catch and release of strays where they had them spayed and neutered and then released them. And all of them came to our door.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So now we have,
You're like kind of like you're like a Disney princess or something. You just all these
oh,
you just attract all these animals.
oh yeah. Well, my
Come
wife
to you.
really does. I mean, she sits on the couch, and one of them, our boy Smokey likes to sit on her shoulder and give her kisses all day, and
Oh, that's so cute.
and look at me across the room like I've stolen your woman. I'm like, hey,
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
like, nothing I can do about that.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's the way it happens. Sometimes the distribution system sometimes gets stuck and keeps sending you more.
Mm,
but
right.
yeah, we've got that going on. So but yeah, I can understand that wanting to not necessarily wanting to get out in the world too much and socialize with people, but when you're on
Mm,
here, eventually you do have to get involved with chat and everything. And once you
yeah.
what made the difference? What made it more comfortable for you? Was there a realization or something?
You know, I to be honest, I still struggle with it. Like I really like give props to people that could do just a full just chatting only stream, like where they it's just them, it's just chat and maybe some music and that's it. Like I get so like envious of it because I can't do that. I still struggle with being able to talk because it's like, oh, what do we talk about? Oh, the nice weather, right? Like, oh,
Yeah,
it's hot today though. Like,
yeah,
like I struggle with topics like that. So I heavily rely on playing games so I could talk about maybe things that are happening in the game or any kind of aspects or lore of the game, and then I really rely on my chat to help me out with that. And I'm really thankful because as I started to stream more, my chat, you know, grew a bit, and then we end up talking more, and then they talk amongst each other, which I'm totally okay with. Like I know some people, it depends on what their boundaries are, but I like that my chat talk amongst each other because it kind of relieves some of the stress on me to come up with topics and stuff like that.
that's it.
So I'm still learning every day and how to talk more, but it is something that I do want to grow and get better at and just trust myself more.
Well, I mean, you have obviously because you've got people that are coming back, and you created
Hmm.
yourself a following, um, a group of folks, and that'll come back each time. Has that carried
Hmm.
over into your off computer life? Have you found that you're maybe a little bit more open in person?
Yeah, well, I I I like to keep my circle kind of close
Hmm.
and small.
Right.
So and those friends I've had for many, many years, and I guess you could say they know the ins and outs about me. So like if I'm having like a day like where I'm just not myself or I just want to be alone but at the times that like we're all together, I forget that I'm shy. Like with them I'm so comfortable and I just can fully be myself and we could talk for hours and hours and hours and laugh and I think it's it's good that I don't have like a big circle of people.
Mm.
I
Well,
guess for me.
I
Yeah.
mean that's perfectly fine. I mean, as long as you're
Hmm.
comfortable, and when you're streaming and you sound comfortable, then your audience becomes comfortable with you too. If you're that type of a
Yes.
person, there are some
Yes.
there are obviously some folks who are streaming and entertaining that are all over the place and bing 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 off the walls, and
Yeah.
and it kind of follows with them. But it seems like you want
I
a
wish
more
I had their energy sometimes.
yeah. But it sounds like to me you're more comfortable with a kind of a cozier atmosphere.
Yes. Yes, definitely.
Yeah,
I
so
think that's why a lot of people are returning to because I get a lot of times where people go, sometimes I like people that are very, talkative and
Mm-hmm.
maybe a little bit more louder than others, but they tell me that sometimes I just want to like chill. I just want to relax. I just want to like keep it low key and or have someone to like relax with. And I'm like, yeah, that could be me
Yeah,
because,
well, certainly is. I mean, that's the way it's worked for you so far, and I think will
yeah.
continue to. What type of games are you streaming to keep this up?
Yeah, so kind of on that cozy like aspect we're talking about, I that's mainly what I play.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if you ever like go on my bios like on Twitch, it says like the I put on there like on the top so people would see right away like it'll say Tooth Fairy VTuber, like coffee lover, and then it'll say like bad gamer because I really am. I'm a bad gamer. Like I'm so bad I panic at everything. Like and I get lost really easily. Like even in like simple games like Minecraft, I'll like, where are you? Where are you? Like if I'm playing with my friends, I panic. So because of that, I like to play more low key games. So I love like farming sims like Harvest Moon, stuff like that. Stardew Valley,
Mm-hmm.
Minecraft. Even though I do panic like in the creepers and
Oh
like all
well,
the
yeah.
mods come out, I'm like I still get scared. I die so easily in games like that.
Yeah.
Um, I'm playing Fields of Mystery too. I really enjoy that. Just those Animal Crossing, those type of games.
Yeah, I've have a weakness for Stardew Valley myself. I have over 30 save files.
Holy moly! Wow,
Yeah, yeah.
that's amazing. But yeah, it's worth it. Stardew Valley is so good.
It is, but I have to stay away because I have to do things like work and sleep.
I know, but then it's like just one more day,
Yeah, that's
just
right.
one more day,
So I'm almost time. It's almost time for the festival. I've got to level this up real
right?
quick. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. And there isn't while there's pressure in a game like that. There's not like overwhelming. You know,
Mm-mm.
you're gonna die type pressure, and even in the game, if you're in the mines and stay too long, like I do occasionally, the worst you do is
2
lose.
a.m.
Yeah, 2 a.m. Every once in a while, you just lose a couple of items, and you can get them back a little later. That's as rough as it. Now you still don't feel very good about it, but
Yeah, and you kind of lose a lot of money in the
yeah,
process.
yeah, and you get a bad letter from the doctor and all that stuff. But other than that,
Yeah.
it's pretty fluid and easy to do. These other games that you're playing sound like they're kind of along the same lines. Um, of
Definitely.
of let's see, nurturing type games, where
You
you
could say that, yeah.
where you kind of grow something and keep going and keep kind of building your own community and make your way out into a community. Um,
Mm.
yeah, it kind of seems to be a a kind of a theme for you.
Yeah, because when I first started to stream, I thought, oh, I should be really entertaining and I should play all these kind of games, and so I tried to be more of a variety type of streamer where I'd play,
Hmm.
all types sorts of games, but I'm just people were okay that I'm with a bad gamer, but I think I wasn't because I just felt more like I just was embarrassing myself on stream because I was so bad. I can't aim, or I couldn't like dodge in time, or I couldn't like just things like that. Where it's just like I beat myself up for it. So it's like I'm just gonna just play what I feel comfortable with, and if you guys want to stay, you can. If you guys don't, I get it. I know I could be maybe boring compared to others, but I just felt more myself and more comfortable with streaming if I just played what I really wanted to play.
Well, with that, have you over the year and a half now that you've done it, have you has it become second nature for you?
Yeah, actually, yeah, I would
Well,
definitely say that. Yeah.
it's just like you can you can you can turn that microphone on and just settle right in, no matter what you're doing.
Yeah, I think it's because a lot of people that come to my streams are people that just come back. Like they're my regulars and I feel really comfortable when it's with them and even if I like mess up or if I, just if I have like a good day or a bad day, like at least to know that they're there, I could feel more comfortable, more better about streaming, and it's like it comes second nature after that.
How does it feel to know that you're the same for them? You're
You
kind
know,
of
I
yeah
never thought about that.
yeah
I
uh,
I I I, I guess it's good, right? Because like if you had a friend or someone you liked and then they like change it up on you, it's like, you know, it could be maybe a bad thing depending on what how they change it up. So
right.
I'm glad that, I could be that someone like maybe they want to come to me because they want to feel relaxed, or maybe they want to come to me because they like how, I am as a person or as a gamer or etc. And I'm glad that I could be that person for them, even if it's just for a little bit, for a couple hours on that day. Maybe they're going through something and they just want to forget about whatever it is they're going through, and they can come to me, and that could be a little bit of a, I guess, a distraction or a little bit of a happy moment,
Yeah,
happy memory.
yeah. That's got to feel pretty good once you realize that. I mean, it's a little bit of pressure, I guess, because you kind of start feeling that you're responsible for for it. Some people get to that, but knowing that you are providing a shelter or refuge for folks who've had rough days or just want to relax, um, that's got to feel pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It's a nice feeling.
yeah. So, is that what you want to keep doing? I mean, is with this channel, you're not going to have any, lethal company weeks where you just have people screaming at all the time. Is it going to stay kind of this way?
For I would say, yeah, like maybe 80% of it, it's gonna be cozy. Of course, I like to collab with friends, especially if they ask or if I ask.
Hmm.
So, and I feel it's more. I feel like it's more of an icebreaker to do collabs, like if it's something like out of our comfort zone or something challenging. So I do like very seldom, but I will do like a Lethal Company type of collab or Phasmophobia or or Valorant or whatever kind of game it is. Like even if I'm bad, like it's just for that day, that moment, and it's also to get to know my friends more, and we can like laugh together. Like if I was just playing like those kind of games by myself, it's not as fun. But if I'm with my friends, then
Yeah,
it's okay.
yeah. I think it's kind of hard to not be bad at Lethal Company.
I know.
They're,
It's so hard to make quota.
the goals are kind of nebulous to start with.
They are. It's and then it is kind of fun to laugh about because it's just like I freak out at all those little bugs and monsters. Oh god, like the spiders. Oh my god.
Yeah,
But I think those times it's fun. But
yeah.
and they know like in those days, it's gonna be different than the norm. So if they can't come or don't want to, that's fine.
So how did you get involved with a group like Love Chew?
So I actually, when after streaming so long, you make friends and mutuals and stuff
Hmm.
like that, or or you notice maybe some chatters like that you have or like on other people's streams too, and that's how you can kind of connect.
Hmm.
So I actually I had one of my mods that's been modding for me for a long time was like, oh hey, have a I mod for another person that I think you will really like. She's really sweet. Um, and maybe you guys could be friends or something like that. And I was like, yeah. So I checked her out, and she was really, really nice. And then I found out she was in this group called Love Chew.
Hmm.
And so after we talked and got to know each other more, she was like, "Oh, there's going to be, interviews soon, and or I mean, not interviews, auditions soon. You should totally apply." And I was like, "You know what? Yeah, I'll go for it and see what happens." Because I applied to other groups in the past, but it just didn't pan out.
Right,
So I was like, "I'll just do it," and and they didn't know that that me and her were friends already.
right.
So after that, I actually like got in, and I I made it, and then when they found out we were friends, they're like, "Oh, you guys are friends." I was like, "Yeah, we actually have the same mod." And so I felt more easy coming into this group because there's a lot of us, and
Hmm.
there was a lot of like people to like meet and connect with, and it was a little intimidating. But knowing that I already had a friend in there just made it better.
Well, and made it made it better for you. Has it been helpful for you as far as expanding a network and getting to know more people?
It has. There was already a lot of like amazing people in this group, and I was just so blown away. Like, there's people that could sing so amazing, or there's
Mm-hmm.
people that like do voice acting, or there's people that can play these games that I can't. Like it's so easy, and and I got to meet the people that like they're chatters, and you just expand your network like that, and I'm just so grateful for that because through all these amazing people, I got to meet more people and have people show up on my streams. And when I had the um I guess you call it like a Love Chew debut stream,
Mm-hmm.
I was just so blown away by all the people that showed up and supported me. Like people that trusted me because Love Chew trusted me.
Yeah, and everybody I've met from that group has been great to talk to and interview.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're all so sweet.
yeah, it's just nice to see that that a group of folks can be that welcoming,
Mm.
and you're not worried about other things going on, and it just I'm not a paid sponsor, but the um it seems like a very welcoming group and a group that does kind of support each other very well.
It is. It's exactly that.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Now that you got in about a year and a half in on it, is there something that has really surprised you about either yourself or VTubing in general since you got started?
Surprise myself. Well, I guess you could say it's, I never thought about that kind of question. But surprise myself, I guess, would be how much I've grown
Mm.
in just a year and a half. I'm like almost at on Twitch. I'm almost at 2K followers, and I
Oh,
really didn't think that I would even get not even half of that in the time in this time frame. So it's just reassuring to know that I'm really like it just reassures the fact that I chose VTubing, like that I'm glad I became a VTuber and that I'm glad that I ended up sticking to what I want to do instead of playing all these games to try to cater to everyone else. It's like, you know what, I'm glad that I'm doing what I want to do and how I want to be and how I want to play and how I want to look and etc. And it's just reassuring to know that people keep coming back and that my audience is also growing at the same time in this little bit of a time frame. And it just surprised me because it's just like, wow, like I
mm.
did that.
Yeah,
Like me.
well, yeah, and it is, and I hope you realize, and I hope other VTubers realize that it is because of you. They're coming. I mean, they can watch people play these games with a lot of other people, but they're coming back for you and your personality and how you run things. They're enjoying spending the time with you, and
Yeah,
that's got to be like whoa, people are coming to see me.
right? Like, people like me. People keep
Yeah,
coming back. What is like
yeah,
what? And it's just I'm just so amazed. Every stream is just I'm so thankful for it because it I'm just get sometimes I look back and it's like if I think about like how I was a year ago to now, it's like wow, like I did all this. Like I've grown so much and I know there's people that grow maybe a lot more quicker than I do, but there's also a lot of people that don't.
hmm
And so, that's what makes me just thankful because of where I'm at and the hard work I've done is paying off.
yeah,
And it's also true that, just stick to yourself. Don't try to, you know, be someone else or don't try to like cater to what you think people might like. Just embrace yourself, love yourself, and people will gravitate toward that.
yeah, absolutely. In your case, it certainly has done that. If I mean, 3 years ago, I mean, before you even got started with this, could you have imagined that people around the world, everybody who's got a computer or a portable phone, would have a chance to come spend time with you or want to?
I would not have been able to even believe or tell myself that.
Mm,
Like like, and it's true because you look at the stats and there is people all over the world, like people opposite time zones. This means like in Australia or like in um UK or like watching me.
Hmm.
Like what? I don't know. It's just I've it still is mind. I'm still like just blown away, honestly.
Has it done has it done things for you self confidence wise? I mean, in your own life off the stream, have you gotten a little more confident in doing things?
You know, yeah, because I've it's made me be able to like reach out to people more.
Hmm.
And even things like in just my daily life, I'm able to like, go out just a little bit more. I feel more confident, at how I present myself, even if people can't see how I look in real life. Like, because obviously I'm a VTuber, but I feel like I can present myself better, and I feel better about myself.
Well, it's an obstacle you don't have to climb in some ways. Um,
Hmm.
some folks describe it as I could just, you know, get out of bed, turn on, and there I am, and I don't have to worry
Hmm.
about having the right shirt on or having
Yeah.
socks on both feet or anything like that. uh, I mean, it's while you are presenting a avatar or a model, you're also in some ways presenting a very pure form of yourself in that
Yeah.
you don't have your own bells and whistles to put on.
Exactly.
Yeah, and
That's
yeah,
just that's the beauty about me being a VTuber. Like on the other side of it, it's like I don't have to wear makeup. I don't have to like do my hair or wear a cute outfit. I could just that is kind of the nice part of it. It's like I can just roll out of bed in my PJs, sit on my computer chair, and boom.
I mean, when you were young, did you
That's
even?
totally not what I did just right now.
That's fine. I don't want anybody to see what I'm doing here either.
Mhm.
The when when you were younger, were you somebody who wanted to entertain people, or were you somebody who watched other people entertain?
For the longest time, like since I was little, I think my mom saw it, but um, I like to sing a lot. Like I'd always would just be in a little fantasy and
Hmm.
sing to like Disney movies and wish I was like the prince, one of those princesses. And I realized like as I was singing along with everything, I think my mom saw something like maybe an innate ability to be a singer. So she put me in different auditions and she put me in courses and I was able to sing classically and I
Ooh,
trained myself on that.
wow.
So um, I think being able to have that knowledge and background has I don't know how to word it, but having that background and knowledge of singing has been able to kind of bring out those talents and here in VTubing and um
So you're
I don't know. Does
so
that make sense?
yeah,
Like
it absolutely does. I mean, you're first of all,
yeah.
you're a classically trained singer. Wow. I
Hmm.
mean, holy
Yeah,
cats.
like while I was in middle school, I was like taking the high school courses. I don't know what's the word where you get recruited, I think.
Hmm.
So like people from like teachers and professors from like high school would come to like the middle school I was at and would kind of scout, I guess, for singers. So
Wow.
since I was already kind of classically trained, they saw that. So I was taking high school courses and had high school credits before I even technically started high school. And then while I was in high school, I immediately jumped to like the highest chorus group. Instead of starting out like in the beginner chorus, I was in
Yeah.
the top one.
Yeah.
And then I took college courses from there. And I wish I took it further, but life gets in the way. And so you got to get a real job and
Well,
stuff like
yeah.
that.
There's always that, I
But at
guess.
least,
But I mean,
yeah, I know.
but you have. But are we going to hear you sing on your stream?
A few, but it's kind of seldom how many karaoke streams I do it. The weird thing is I still get like stage fright,
Mm,
I
no,
guess you could say.
there's nothing weird about
So
it. It's very, it's very relatable to me. Uh,
yeah, I still get stage fright. Like
yeah.
um And even though it's like, oh, they can't even see me. Like I'm, it's not like I'm performing right in front of them, but at the same time, I am performing right in front of them. So, when I do it, it's like I tell myself, okay, maybe I'll just do it like for a celebration or for like a birthday or like whatever it is. But I want to be able to be more comfortable singing in front of others and do covers and stuff like that. But I have yet to have any of those things.
Well, I think it'll happen. I mean, it's it seems to be your VTubing is a continuation of your growth, um, socially and as a person, accepting what you can do, and accepting that people are accepting of you at the same time.
Mm,
It really seems like this is great for you, and I'm glad for it. I'm happy for you.
thank you.
Yeah,
I'm happy too.
and I hope we can hear from you again here real soon.
Of course, anytime.
You're an extremely interesting person, Ira, and
Mm,
we're gonna hear more from you, I'm sure, before it's all over with.
of course, anytime. Feel free to reach out.
Thanks so much for coming on. We're gonna have all the links for Ira in the description for the interview here, and we're gonna get you back
Mm.
real soon. Maybe I'll just promote a concert for you.
Oh, I would love that. Watch one day, like in the future, then you play back this exact interview and like, wow, look how I was then, and now look how I was now.
Well, by then
That'd be fun.
I'll have to go through all of your handlers before I get
Yeah.
there. Though the roadies will have to fight my way through. Ira, so much for coming on. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it.
Mhm. Thank you for having me, and thank you for just reaching out and asking me.
Thank you for listening to Eric Loy Interviews. Join us again next time when we talk to another member of the always interesting VTuber community.